away, I can give you 100 grand, then you're more likely to be like sound. Do you know what I mean?
Set the headlights for daytime operation and ensure the tail lights are off. Set the headlights for daytime operation and ensure the tail lights are off.
Yeah.
Set the reverser to forwards. The first move brings the train forwards to the junction around the corner from here, and you'll be stopping once the rear of the train has cleared it. Apply some power and drive forward a bit.
So it's like starting off, so like detective constable, and then after that would be detective sergeant, and then no different to like police constables. Like you still got powers as a constable, but it's just basically just the stripes essentially. Yeah, are different.
That's far enough. Bring the train to a stop by applying some...
Yeah. I mean, especially on an inspector, like he would have been on. I mean, nowadays he'd be on like 70, 80 grand a year. I think it's obviously a hard job as well, but like again, it depends. Like, I mean, obviously if it got really bad, obviously then you would leave, of course, because as would anyone. But that's part of the thing. Like with the police, like you've got room to manoeuvre to different departments or different things. Like, oh, I don't like that, so I'll try this or whatever. Like, whereas like in our jobs, like
Now that the train has stopped, you need to shut this cab down.
once you're a
Turn off
DC,
the headlights and ensure the tail lights are on.
once you're accredited as a DC and you pass out as a detective constable, then yeah, you can pretty much they'll put you in a post, but then after like I think it's 2 years. So from when you start, once you've done your 2 years probation, you can then pretty much choose and specialise where you want, kind of thing. So it's not as if like, oh, you know, you've got to wait like 15 years before you can do what, like, kind of, you know, go where you want. Obviously, there'll be times where, like, you know, certain things, like, I remember years ago when I went for to apply for the specials in Essex, they were like, oh, you know, the dog section's like quite popular, because like everyone wants to do it, kind of thing. So yeah, it's not as if like you've got to wait. You've got to like sort of, there's certain departments where you'd have to like, you know, prove yourself in a different role first, but by and large, like you know, you could go from, you know, child protection to organised crime to drug squad to, you know, sort of regional crime or whatever, to counter-terrorism kind of thing. Like, it's different. You don't have to like kind of wait for years to be. Yeah. It's like anything. It's like you could, you know, if you've got experience and you've
set the power brake handle to the step 3 brake position.
if you've got experience or whatever, it's not, you know, obviously it's like any interview. It's like, well, you've got the experience of the job. Do you know what I mean? And the good thing is, like for me, like my course that I'm starting on with the police in October isn't a degree course, but, and I was a bit gutted about that because the original one that I was signed up on to start in January of this year was a degree course, but they're changing it. So, but then part of me thinks like it's kind of better in a way because you're not going to have that. Oh, he's got a degree. He thinks he's the dog's bollocks. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. But like, but similarly, like I'll be able
Sit in the
to
driver's seat.
use my degree for promotions and stuff like that. Like it's something I've still got. Do you know what I mean? I remember when I went for my medical, they were like, "Oh, you've got a like." They checked my driving license. They were like, "Oh, you've got a thingy license. Like they'll be after you to drive like the riot vans and stuff like that, and like the Matrix vans and stuff, which are like." So it just shows you that certain things obviously transfer, even things that you think how would that transfer? Do you know what I mean? But they were saying as well, like they were like if you because I said like I've been a bus driver for however many years, 8 years. And they were like, oh, like he said they were like that's half the battle because like some of them come straight out of university and don't know how to handle people and don't know how people work and stuff. Can't deal with confrontation or whatever. So, and I think that's why some. I'm not saying it's the same for you, your brother-in-law or whoever he was, but like I think for a lot of people, it's like they go in from university and they're like they don't know how to handle situations.
Your next destination is going to take you.
Whereas if you go in at like I'll be going in obviously at 30, it's like you've got a little bit of life and work experience outside of studying, and even like when I studied, like I've told you before, but like the reason why I got the job at Arriva, it was just to see me through whilst I did my degree, because I was working full time and doing uni full time. And then obviously COVID came along, Jansen came along, and it was like, and then obviously me and his mum split up, so it was like, kind of, it put the brakes on things a bit. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So like, and I'm not a fan. I mean, because we had graduates at Arriva and they were like, they just go off the book, and it's like you don't know how to fucking drive a bus, let alone, or how one works, let alone like try and tell people how to drive one. So I think I don't necessarily agree with the with some graduate schemes. I don't think. Hmm. Exactly. Hmm. Funny enough, they don't always, because I went for Cheshire, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it would have been a fucking long commute to get to Chester. No, Merseyside. Yeah, so um, but like I remember, like it just said you didn't pass. I'm thinking, well, tell me what part of it like you like what part of it didn't I pass? Do you know what I mean? But
follow the steps indicated to deactivate this cab.
yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm playing Train Simulator. Don't know why. I just saw it and I was like, oh, I'll have a little go at that. Chilling. complicated things. Yeah, yeah. Graphics are stunning. I'll send you this picture. Yeah, 5, yeah. Well, I've got 5. I don't know if 6 is out, but... It's a shame it doesn't have multiplayer, because I think it'd be fun, but I think the developers are like, no, it'll be absolute carnage, like... Oh, we'll have to go on that sometime, because I've got that. We'll have to do... You can do multiplayer on that. Oh, have you? Do you want to go on it? What is it? I've got Bus Simulator... Yeah, Bus Simulator 21. I've got the PS5.
Now that the cab is active, wait for the yard controller to give us permission to proceed forward once they've checked and locked all the junctions for us.
Oh, yeah.
You're good to go. Apply some power and get moving. Your final destination is...
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think so, yeah. I haven't got double deckers yet. Oh, really? Hmm. Oh, did I crash then?
Before you finish, take a moment to review. When changing cabs on almost any train, there are
Jesus.
some common things to double check before you depart the cab you're finished with.
How
What
close it
position
was.
have you left the throttle and brake controls in? What position is the reverser in? Are the headlights and taillights set up correctly for what will become the rear of the train?
Asked me to stop
Are
on
all doors closed?
like pull in. So I was like, I'll try and get as close as I can to the
remember what each one
to the
needs
buffers.
and get used to the elements that are common between different trains. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Apparently, you can design your own train, livery designer.
In this training module, you'll be learning about the live 2D map and how it can help you understand where you are, where your objective is, and how you can change the path of the train to get to the right place. Under normal circumstances, the driver has little, if anything, to do with where a train is going. It's all handled centrally by a signaling center or dispatcher. Within yards and depots, however, you will find that these are often managed by the crew of the train directly. That means you. You can tell whether a junction is manual or automatic by looking at it. If it has no big lever, then it's automatic and you can't influence it. If it does, then interacting with that lever will change the junction. For this module, you'll take this class 323 from the siding here next to the main loops.
Have you been playing Battlefield a lot?
To direct the train to the switch lines, and then change ends and repeat the process to bring the train into the depot. Your destination has been set over in the switch lines on the far west of the training center. Use the map to follow the path from the train to the destination and change all the junctions you need to get there. If you make a mistake and go the wrong way, you can go back and try to correct it. If you're not ready for that, just restart the module and try again.
Yeah, you should probably get booked in for an eye test if you can. Yeah. I know, yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
You've made it to the first destination. Go ahead and change ends in the train, and you can try one more time for practice.
Fucking hard work shutting these trains down. Yeah, I was just trying to shut this train down. It's asking me to go to the other end. I'm like, oh, fuck. Turn the reverser off, turn the master off, and fuck me. Yeah, it's quite complex. I'd rather have Tenali, I think. Yeah, I think so. Not sure, to be honest. I think Kamara's is... I'm not sure.
Once again, use the map to adjust the junctions between your train and the destination. Where the black lines on the 2D map aren't aligned with the blue path, change the junction. When you're ready, get moving.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah. Shit, I'm gonna crash into the shed.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Oh, really? I'm gonna go and bust him, I think. Can I even play left
In this
midfield?
training module, you're going to learn to drive a diesel-electric locomotive and how the controls differ from a multiple unit.